Hello! It's the fungus from down Ungus. Now you're probably wondering why I'm all the way back over here. That's because I actually wanted to go ahead and try this out. Instead of just talking about it, why not actually do it? Okay, hurry up already. There we go. And hopefully it all works out. Because if it does, then that's pretty sweet. If it doesn't, then yeah, be careful with what you kill and when you kill it. It also might be a situation where if you exit the area, stuff happens. Or maybe that guy never got killed the first time around, he was hiding, I don't know. I lowered the game audio a little. Something tells me it might still be... I didn't lower it that much. Yeah, I'll try that. We'll see. Hopefully the audio's better, because I did watch the previous episode and the audio was a little bad in some places. And we get an artifact, sweet. Yep, there is a second quest. And I know exactly why it's not working. Those fleshes we killed, that's the objective. And killing them, well, now the quest is not there. So be careful not to kill those flesh if you intend on doing all the quests. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and sell some crap. I'm going to sell that. I don't need that. I'll dump all these. I rarely use most of these, the blue ones. The blue ones look like they cure bleeding. The red ones just heal your health. There's also yellow ones, and I believe those cure bleeding and reduce radiation. I'm also going to go ahead and take all those, take all these, because I'm just going to sell a lot of this stuff. I'll keep the mutant parts.
Did I not make myself clear? I need real stuff.
The other benefit of coming back is get all this crap out of the way. It's terrible how badly you get screwed on selling stuff. But then again, selling to this guy isn't necessarily the best. He just screws you regardless, or at least I think that's what happens. There are some areas in the garbage that like to give you max rads, and that sucks. So I definitely want to hold on to some stuff. It's the funny number everybody likes. Okay, so I stopped lollygagging. I have gagged my last lolly. That's not true. But anyway, I took some notes because I watched over that video, the first one, and
not bad. All right.
Well, one thing, I was very unimpressed with certain areas where I trailed off and you couldn't really hear me. That was annoying. I hate it when people do that. It's really annoying. But I understand why people do that, because it kind of just happens, not necessarily doing it on purpose all the time. Alright, so we can mark off some things from my list. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to bother, because I don't even remember where half the things are located. Mutant loot. Yeah, mutant loot is worth picking up because... well, you can sell it to other stalkers for base value, which is good. But there are some decent quests that require mutant loot that give decent rewards. Dreams. In the beginning cutscene, it mentions at least Death will have saved him from the dreams. I've noticed in a lot of other people's videos, they'll mention that they have no idea what this dream stuff is. Like, well, I don't like. Well, I don't know what they're talking about. These dreams. Like, what? What? Well, there are certain parts of the game where you actually lose consciousness and you get a little dream cutscene. So it's like, there's your dreams. Also, I apologize for the mouse clicking. That is something I can't seem to get rid of at the moment. As for that, hopefully it's not too annoying. I listened over, it didn't really bother me all that much, and I'm autistic as crap, so... Don't say, That I didn't write down, but I just noticed I've been doing that right now. Food also heals you, so having some food on you is pretty okay for quick heals, like when I was using bandages for quick heals. We're probably not going to be coming back to Corden for a while, since I got the Thunder, and it's really all I need. We'll be back here later because the story will actually push us in this direction, not force us. There's a part where it kind of makes it sound like we have no choice but to use a certain exit in a certain area, but you can actually just use the normal exit. But we're going to use the good exit because we want to come back here at some point anyway, because that's when we can turn in this and we get rewards for that. I don't remember what we get. I assume it's worth it. I'll try and demonstrate the saving and loading for corpses. Should be easy to do when we get into the next area. When we get here, yes, kill the Stalker. That's something Sid wants.
I've got nothing. It's the bandit.
He didn't have a main weapon. He did though. He doesn't need to survive. If he dies, like, don't like worry about it.
We've kicked the bandits out of the derelict machinery scrapyard, expecting counterattack. We're low on numbers, so everyone's welcome to give us a helping hand.
This guy, he has a unique item. And now we just wait until enemies come. Safe storage. Boxes like this, you can use as safe storage. I can put this in here. It'll never disappear. It'll be there for the rest of the game. This has got ammo inside. Holy crap, a lot of ammo. And up there are some crates. These also have ammo in them. There's no... I'm sure somebody's found a way to be able to get up there, but... Holy crap, I forgot how much... It actually rains on you. Making it rain, bitches. That's not even... Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if this one was... Nope, that one's... Holy crap! I never open these boxes, but I figured for the sake of...
Let them come close. They will be easier targets.
Showing. Anyway, as for that guy, Bess, he's got a unique weapon. It is an AK that has a suppressor permanently attached, and you know, it's good. I wouldn't say it's worth killing him for it, but you could easily kill him and his little lackeys without like much repercussion, because as far as I know, if you kill witnesses as well as who you've killed, you're I don't think it really has any effect on your reputation. And if it does, it's minimal. Like, you can actually get away with killing a decent amount of people in this... Decent amount of friendly people in this game.
Boys, we wiped them everybody have some rest. And you, Stalker, come over
Holy
here.
crap.
Let's have a chat.
That stuff's really heavy. I should have kept that Viper 5. What was I saying? Yeah, you can, like, especially in areas like this where there aren't a lot of people around, you can get away with killing, like, allies with pretty little repercussion. So I might demonstrate that. I mean, why the hell not, right? It's no reason for these people to still be alive later anyway. They don't really serve much of a purpose. And I'm not going to be doing much in the way of going back and forth to sell stuff, because that's not the point. Alright. And nice. Okay, let's see. I could probably get away with it. Come on, turn around, turn around, turn around. There you go. Well, I was hoping to kill him silently. I'm also trying to down him. That's not really working out in my favor. Oh, that guy's still green. I might actually reload and try again. No, didn't down him. But, you know, if you down him, that's a, you can get a, full condition. Oh crap, that guy almost killed me. I don't want to use a med. Come on, dude, what the heck? There you go. See, that's what you get when you don't cooperate. Oh, there is one caveat to the fully repaired stuff, and that is sometimes it won't be maximum condition. It'll be like 99 instead of 100%. And yeah, bummer. Let's see if I can demonstrate save and reload. Okay, so I searched his body and I didn't get a stash location. I'm going to keep reloading until it works, because I know for a fact I have plenty of stashes that can still be discovered. There you go. And now, if I were to... Actually, you know what? I can demonstrate the... I can demonstrate the whole leave and come back thing, because I noticed as soon as we entered, we got a kill the Stalker. Kill the Stalker. 1 day remaining. There are time limits to a lot of these quests. That's why you don't want to just, like, grab all of Sid's quests and just do them like that. You only want to grab what quests you know you can do and return without failing it by running out of time. So we'll go ahead and return to old Sid. But before we do that, I'm going to dump a whole load of crap. Don't know why I have this still on me. Okay, so we're probably... I wish there was an easier way to dump stuff, but unfortunately, this is the only way. At least it's the only way I know of. I'm gonna go ahead and dump just about everything, really, because I want to have as much carry weight as I can have running back and forth, because I might as well turn in that quest. A lot of this food is very heavy. As far as dropping stuff on the ground, I think that should stay there forever. Like, I don't think it'll ever disappear on me. Before we go over there... Oh, actually, you know what? Before we go back to Sid, there's something super important I want to check. Did I check this guy? No, I didn't. Oh my god, thank god I checked too. This, one of the best artifacts in the game. It's the sparkler. These electric themed artifacts, this endurance, it increases the rate at which your endurance regenerates. Look at the bottom left. That long bar under the man with the skinny bars. That's your endurance. Just that small amount of endurance boost gives me practically an unlimited endurance now. That's not a corpse, that is an object. Now there should be some lootables around here. Unless that was all... No, that wasn't clear sky. Can't really come around this area in clear sky if I get shot at by bandits. Where was it? Somewhere in this area there should be there. That's not it though. There's more than just that. I swear. There should be another area with some extra little loot to grab, but I seem to be forgetting about it. Either that or I'm just not remembering correctly. But there is stuff in here. Oh, here we go. As you can see, this gun is phenomenal. Unfortunately, this is not the most ideal tree. And this is taking advantage of bushes. If you are having a hard time in this game, take advantage of bushes. In fact, sometimes I would even go as far to say that you should be using bushes. I'm also going to start being a little more discretionary about what I pick up. Like, I'm not going to be picking up any 9x19. I got this gun. Obviously, I don't need an SMG now. Now, you might be wondering, why am I still picking up 9x18? Well, aside from it being the best caliber God's ever graced humanity. Just kidding, it obviously is not. As much as I don't like socialism, I gotta say, those Soviets, they made some really dang nice guns and cartridges. Now, this is not a stash. This is just a box. That means items won't ever spawn here from stash coordinates. Over here, we dumped a whole bunch of stuff in here, and it was labeled stash, but those aren't stash coordinates. Nothing ever spawns there. As far as I can remember, I think one of these might actually be a artifact crate. I should have saved. Now this is one of the most important areas of the game. It's a nice little field of artifacts. Now be careful, because these anomalies are very difficult to avoid, especially over there, and they'll just completely ruin your day. And another way they'll ruin your day is they'll suck up artifacts like that, so you have to pay attention to where it gets thrown. And I'll admit, I was not super paying attention. Artifacts are worth collecting, especially those, because... Oh, great. Radiation. Oh, great. Did the game just freeze? Nope. Okay, thank God. Is that it? Yes, that is. And it's also one of the best artifacts in the game. No, it's not. It's just a meat chunk. Okay, I thought it was the soul artifact. Okay. Actually, no, let me put these on right now. Ah, you can see in the bottom right, visibly increasing. Okay, so this area can spawn a number of artifacts. That's a soul. That is one of the best artifacts in the game. A lot of the time, the best you can do is just run and hope it works. Obviously, I didn't run in the right spots. Let's see. There we go. Oh, crap. Yeah, well, let me just show you. It's very hard. You just die. That's pretty much an instant kill trap right there. You're gonna have a very difficult time getting out of it. Whee! In fact, I think most of the time you can't actually get out of it. Once you get sucked in, you're kind of screwed, and you kind of have to... You pretty much have to use momentum to get out of the way of it. Oh, well, thank you. Something's pulling me. Now, this area will always spawn meat chunks, souls, and stone bloods. These are the 3 health regeneration artifacts. I've seen this area spawn as many as 3 souls. If you can get 3 souls, you are sitting pretty. One thing to note is don't waste your time reloading areas to try and re-roll artifact spawns, because that's unfortunately not how it works. As soon as you make a new game, all world item drops, like all of those artifacts, are automatically set in place and will not change. So if you want to keep starting new... Actually, one thing I once did, because I wanted to get 3 souls, was as soon as I started a game, I saved, and then ran all the way over... Okay, why does it keep screwing up like that? I ran all the way over here without doing anything, and then checked to see if I can find 3 souls. And if I did, I kept the save, reloaded, and continued on as normal. And that actually works pretty well. Do I recommend doing that? If you really want those artifacts, yeah, why not? I might go ahead and make a video just about that. It'll be short. It'll just be me running back and forth until I get what I want. Okay, should we... Yeah, let's go back to Sid. We're gonna go ahead and turn in that quest just for the heck of it. And also, when we get to... Oh, respawned enemies. Now, they can hear you screwing around in a bush like that. And they probably have, because I can't see them anymore, so they're probably moving around looking for me. There he is. I thought that was him, but it was just dark enough. I'm not gonna keep checking every corpse. We're not even gonna be like searching. Maybe like near the end of the game, when I think I've collected enough stashes, I'll start going through some. But I think what I might actually do is just load up a save file I have where I have all of the stashes already unlocked and just look them. Okay. Oh, and as you saw last video, we checked this corpse. There's, I don't think it dropped a stash, but we came back, transitioned between zones, and now it had stash coordinates again. Let's see if this one has anything. Nothing. It also works this, the save and reload also works here too. Now granted, it might be a little more difficult since we've gotten significantly more stashes in the cordon, so finding new stash coordinates might be less possible. And sometimes the chance rates can be pretty bad. And we'll try a different corpse. There are plenty of corpses. We might have already searched too many bandits to the point where bandits aren't dropping anything anymore. That guy dropped one. So, we'll check these loner corpses. Oh, also, not only does your stamina use, if like, I have 50 weight, I can go up to 60 weight and still move. Once I hit 60.1, I can't move at all. If I'm over 50.0, stamina usage is significantly heavier to the point where this ain't gonna help. Also, even if you're under 50, like 49.9, like the heavier you are, the more stamina you're going to use just from general movement. So if you want to keep... Oh, there you go. Secret stash under the cross. Let's take a look. That's a pretty decent amount of stashes, but there are a good amount that I have yet to get. And looks like... Is Fox still... Yep, Fox is still alive. He hasn't died yet. He'll eventually die from enemies. Like, you saw a loner back there walking. Well, sometimes it's military and bandits instead. And they'll engage the loners, and if they get just close enough to Fox, Fox is pretty much screwed because he's one man and the respawn party is a party. There aren't a significant number of stash coordinates you can specifically get from military in Cordon. There aren't many areas in the game where you actually encounter military. At least I don't think so. Aside from Cordon, they're pretty rare. I love rain in video games and thunderstorms. Thunderstorm is my favorite weather. Oh my god, so peaceful, so calm. You know what else is peaceful and calm? Petting dogs with your knife. Come on, there you go. That's a good dog. Nope, none. Obviously, it's a video game. I don't want to hurt animals in real life. That's disgusting. Now, the reason I'm coming back here to Sid is because I don't want the quest to fail. I want to try and give you guys a nice, fun-to-watch experience.
Well, hello there.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Might just dump off all those. Yeah, it should be fine. Here for the job. Not bad. You can have that. I'm not gonna worry about
Pretty good stuff you've got
unloading it.
Not bad. Some Pretty good stuff you've got there.
Now, a thing to note about armor-piercing rounds. You should always be aiming for the head in this game because enemies are really tanky. And I'm gonna be straight with you. Even on the hardest difficulty in all 3 games, I never use armor-piercing. They're
Pretty good stuff.
they're
Now
just
that's the
not
way to
not
go.
necessary
Good
whatsoever.
hunting, Stalker.
Or at least they're not necessary for me. And now that that quest's done, and thank God, praise the Lord. Oh, actually, you know what? It's between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. Between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m., a specific type of artifact will spawn in specific areas. And these are the precious. And this area is one of those areas that they will spawn in. And I don't think I actually see any. Now, that's not surprising that I don't see any. Specifically because the only time I've ever seen these artifacts... Actually, you know what? I see one right there. Yep, and right here. I was gonna say, the only time I'd ever seen them spawn is, oh, was that what I think it was? Yes. That is the Tier 2 version of the Electro Anomaly Endurance artifact. Okay, I'm gonna show you that. If you discharge them, you don't really have a lot of time. If you're having trouble timing it, it's probably easier if you just let it go. So what I'm gonna do here is, I'm actually gonna keep it like that. That's perfectly fine. At this point in time, I don't particularly need a larger amount of stamina, especially since I'm going to be trying to keep my weight down as much as possible to avoid that. If you are overweight, oh boy, that's a lot of bandits. Want to kill them? Oh, I didn't keep my what do you call them? Grenades. This will have been perfect. As you can see, bandits are not very well armored, so if you don't get headshots on them and you're using a strong rifle like this 9x39, yes, it is shooting 5.45, but it uses the damage from the 9x39 version. So we're getting, oh crap. Last video you saw me take out a huge group of dogs with the knife. Unfortunately, it's easy to have that not work out also. So be sure to save. There's no shame in save scumming, especially if you're trying to do something specific. God, I love this gun. I'm actually glad I got it. Come on. Nope. There you go. Who's a good dog? And I'm probably actually not going to pick up any of the crap these guys dropped. Secret stash in the log. Oh, that's actually a really good point. Thank you for bringing that up. There are certain stashes that can only be retrieved from certain corpses in certain areas. That's really annoying. I think I remember them all. So I will try and go ahead and show those off. Because there are a couple specific ones, especially, that are extra annoying to worry about. Oh, this guy got anomalied. Nice. Government chest. It's got the whole government in there. Or maybe it's, I don't know, some sort of boob joke. That reminds me of, let's see, these are bandits. War military. hit bandits. I could tell they were bandits immediately because there are no yellow dots on the radar. I guess that hole was... Okay, why are you not dying? Did you forget how to die? There's one guy left. That's where I thought he was hiding. There we go. Should probably use not my valuable gun and ammo on the bandits. Especially since I have this. Don't. What about you, Barry? Don't worry. I have this. That game was great. Maybe I'll play that too. Of course I have 100% of that game. I love that game. Why wouldn't I have? Ah, excellent. More goodies. Give to me all of your goodies. When people don't give me goodies, I become upset. Goodies? Goodies. Oh, perfect example. Look at the top left. 3 dots in my immediate vicinity, but only 2 bodies. Yep. Sometimes they turn invisible, but they are still there and they can still be looted. The reason why I did the drag the body was to show you that that you could make the corpse reappear. Hey, look at this guy. I'm actually going to go ahead and check all these bodies again. Oh yes, that's actually another thing. You'll notice we looted these. Why is there new loot in them? Well, bodies that will always appear in the overworld like this, like when we came into the garbage, those bodies were already there. Those are permanent corpses that will always be there. And thus, they always have a chance at some random loot. Very minor stuff, like usually not something you should worry about, like bread and vodka. But those corpses are excellent sources of stashes. So if you're in dire need of looking for stashes, you can just save and reload until you get stashes from all the stagnant corpses, leave and return, especially since it's right over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to... Don't really need much in the way of that right now. Bandages aren't actually all that important in this game. You've probably already noticed that the damage you take from bleeding is quite insignificant. Unlike Clear Sky, where bleeding is very significant, and you could actually easily bleed out from a full bar of health well before the bleeding stops on its own. This is thankfully not the case in this game, and it's also not the case in Call of Pripyat. A lot of people don't like Clear Sky. Hold on. If you heard any weird cracking noises, that was my neck. Clear Sky is actually a good game. Hey look, that guy's on fire. He must have passed through an anomaly. I think he had a pistol out, and you probably could visibly see him put his pistol away before he fell. Is that an ally? Yes, it is. Now, I actually have a theory. Last episode, I talked about repairing items by giving it to bandits with pistols. and that not working, except up to a certain point where it seemed to reset item condition. And you saw that guy execute that bandit. Ruthless. Brutality. Liu Kang wins. Brutality. And fatality. Man, I used to love playing Mortal Kombat. I had a friend, we would just constantly just fight each other in Mortal Kombat. Like, we didn't care, like, just like constantly having fun. We never got mad or frustrated. It was just like, and we were pretty equal in skill levels, so we did beat each other a lot. And those were good times. We would like spend like all day trying out combos and fatalities. That was some good times. If by the off chance that friend sees this video, do remember that I remember the good times. Das guten times.
Help us fight off this scum first, brother. We'll talk later.
Alright, time to kill off some more bandito. It's the local bandito. It's the Frito bandito! He's gonna steal my Fritos! That is unacceptable. There is no forgiveness for stolen Doritos, or Fritos. Doritos are good too. Is Doritos and Fritos the same company? I don't know. They all blend together. Might as well be. Speaking of companies that blend together, you know what's a good game? System Shock. That game's friggin' great. I haven't played it in forever though, so I probably don't remember how to beat it. Alright, should be... Actually, might actually be 2 more enemies. Crap. Alright, so I don't know where this guy went. He might be over there. There's a guy in there, I know that. There's always a guy in here. Oh, and this, yeah. Okay, he destroyed a crate that was in here, or an ammo box. The ammo box, those will... I'll show you. Oh crap. I knew there was an extra guy. Yes, I did teabag that guy. Okay, so I'm going to
Great job, boys. We wiped them out.
avoid...
Everybody have some rest. And you, Stalker,
Actually, I want...
come over here. Let's have a chat.
He wants to have a little chat. Just like Frank West. You and I are gonna have a little chat. Here's an ammo box. I call these ammo boxes because they typically have ammo in them. I don't know. I don't remember if anything is in any of these crates or those crates. I should really check. But I'm not gonna heal that guy. Looking for Stradaco. Ah, he gives me money and tells me where to go. Or whatever. We're going to Agroprom next. And now there's more enemies. Oh boy, I hate this part. Mainly because long distances are not your friend. Ah, look at all this stuff. This guy was loaded. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not really getting much in the way of goodies from bandits anymore. Bummer. Oh, that was a weird color. I don't remember that. Usually there's a guy up there, so I'm surprised. Okay. I don't think the bush worked that time. Ah, it was that guy who killed me. Oh, look at that. Bush. It's like Beavis and Butthead. Bushwhacker. Bush. Whacker. Nice. No! Stop shooting me, you bastards! You bastardos! The heck? Oh, there's a dog. Don't come after me. Nice. Okay, good. That guy's probably gonna get mauled by a boar. Or just kill the boar, probably. That's what's gonna happen, because they kind of suck in this game. Which is good. Not everything needs to be a powerhouse like Stalker 2, where everything has like 1,000,000 health and takes your entire, like, supply. Takes an entire supply line to kill one boar. Or, I mean, one bloodfucker. Okay, so that's 2 corpses. So there's 2 more dudes. How about you? You dead yet? Can't see. See, he's using the bush against me now. He's a douche. A douche. Oh my god! This is where all the deaths are coming in. Oh, that sucks. You know, I'm gonna go over here. I thought there was an artifact over here. Yep, there was. Sometimes the artifacts are invisible. Isn't that lovely? Oh, crap. I don't quite remember how to get through this area. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take some of those off. They're not helping. And this, one of my favorite items in the game. Booyah! Aw, yeah! 9x18, hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah, dog. That's what I'm talking about, dog. Now, one thing that's really cool in Clear Sky and Call of Pripyat is that you can modify and upgrade guns. And a modification you can give to the MP5 is to chamber it for 9x18, which is really freaking helpful because you get so much 9x18. Turn that off, don't need it anymore. I like how the nights are not very dark. I like being able to just see. Oh wait, did I just kill that guy? Nice. How about you? Okay. Oh, they killed the boars. And that looks like that's all of them. Okay, cool. So I guess like a couple of them did get killed by boars. There are more artifacts around here that I didn't pick up. We'll look for them later. Now we have Agriprom. Meet Mole's group. Steal military documentos. Oh, still. Okay, this should be easy. I'm going to use this for a little bit because I want to save on some 545 for the moment. Although, this zone is going to have a lot of 545 for us. This is also one of...
We need help! Damn, that's a military air assault force. Our guys are there.
Wait, what? Where's the helicopter?
Now.
There they are. Okay, this zone has a ton of artifacts just lying around, and some of them can be very good. This is also one of the zones that has that can have the Night Star artifact. So hopefully we get lucky and there's at least one Night Star artifact. Preferably you want to get 2, because there are 2 different quests that ask for one. And I wouldn't necessarily say they're worth using for yourself, so it's not like a big deal like not having a lot. Now this area coming up is a great area to farm for full condition AKs and later on full condition AN 94s, because all these military guys have normal AKs. Oh crap, I'm dying. I think this actually might be a good opportunity to use this. This weapon I have right here is also really good for downing zombies in the later part of the games. Later part of the game. And that's awesome because the zombies have pretty good arsenals worth looting. Come on. Okay, so in the last video I mentioned jerky mouse. I'm not sure if you saw it in that instance when I was trying to aim slowly. But when I was trying to talk about that, something was talking, like there was like noise kind of drowning me out, which sucked. I'm gonna go ahead and try and loot. Most of these crates around here are useless. Yeah, jerky mouse movement. Can't get precise aim. Like, look at that. Do you know what that is? Because I've had that for so many years that, like, I've kind of just become a little numb to it. Which is annoying because it super sucks. Alright, I don't want to talk to... Molly. I don't want to talk to him yet. Because as soon as I talk to him, I'm gonna have to like follow him, and then enemies are gonna start spawning. And I don't want to deal with that just yet. I should probably take these, yes, because we're gonna need anti-radiation drugs very soon. And this area is fantastic for stashes. And a very interesting and important thing to note is that you aren't limited to the area you are currently residing to unlock stashes. Like, for example, one of these stashes could easily be in an adjacent area, like the garbage, or more rarely Rostock, or even here. Oh, look at that, I got one in army warehouses already. So yeah, you're not limited in where stashes can be given. Holy crap, I got a lot here already. So do note of that. If you are trying to collect all the stashes for the shits and giggles, which I like to do. I actually like to get as many stashes as possible. Now, we have... Our armor is getting kind of crappy. But thankfully, there is actually replacement armor nearby. I'm not healing him. He should have dropped full. Yep. Actually, I don't think that's full. I think that is 99 or 98. Doesn't happen often, but it can happen, and it does suck. That was the our new armor. I'm not going to switch into it just yet because it is still... we can milk out some more damage out of the one we're wearing. There is a way to fully repair armor, and not in like a glitchy weird way like in the case of getting enemies to drop items. I think that crate might actually have something. Pretty sure there's at least one crate somewhere in this area that does. I know that there's a couple crates outside, like in the outskirts, that have artifacts. A couple of them I'll show you when we get to him. Now, I'm not as well versed in this area as I am with others. But I'm going to show you where you can get a nice little stash box that you can safely hide your goodies in. Here you go. Right here. This is just a box. It doesn't have any stash coordinates tied to it, so you'll never have to worry about losing anything. 9x19. We don't want 9x19. We want the superior Soviet caliber. Alright, let's see if I can find... Actually, we're just going to talk to Mole. That is not Mole. He's apparently...
Thank you, friend. You saved my life. That was too close. The grunts always carry their missions through. We've got to get out of here before the task force arrives. Come on. I'll show you the way.
He's a handsome boy. Okay, so he's not lying. Enemies will return. And so we're going to go ahead and as soon as we... Oh, this guy also happens to be wielding a unique item. And I am going to not kill him because if I do, I'm going to piss them off. Let's see. Well, maybe I will kill him.
We can wait for the raid to finish. Seri told me what you're looking for. It's underground around here somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. Be careful and good luck.
Now, unfortunately, do talk to him, because if you don't, the task will remain incomplete, and he'll eventually die, and the quest will fail. And it doesn't stop you from completing the game, but it will stop you from having a clear task list. Okay, so I pissed off his friends. I want to see if I can kill him, like, in one shot. Usually, if you can kill someone in one shot without them seeing you, or hearing you, you can get away with it. But he has this thing. Walther 9x18. This is for a pistol you probably won't have seen yet. It's usually in 9x19, but this one is in awesome caliber. Might as well kill these guys. You think you're better than me just because you have an assault rifle? There we go. I don't think that's going to cause me any problems later. It shouldn't, because like I said, when you kill enemies that are near... When you kill enemies like that, and you kill the witnesses, usually you can get away with it scot-free. Now, enemies will be respawning here. Well, not respawning, but spawning in. And then moving into this area. And I already aggroed one of them. Which means I aggroed them all. This is a great place to hide, to take care of them. Also, if you still have the PM, and you get headshots on these guys from here, from this distance, you'll down them in one headshot, which means you're going to get a lot of really nice assault rifles at full condition. This is another great... This is part 2 of the great area for farming full condition weapons. Later on, the zombies become your primary target for full condition farming because they constantly respawn. However, military in this area will not constantly respawn. Once you kill them all, they're gone. And you saw how easily I was getting killed earlier, so you do want to be careful. And these guys are more well-armed and armored than the last guys, So I do want to avoid getting shot. Oh. Did I never check? Oh, that guy was, he wasn't dead, he was downed, and I never healed him. He got finished off. Obakan! That is the beloved AN-94. One of the greatest things the Soviets ever made. Like I said earlier, the Soviets made a lot of really neat guns and calibers. And if you're wondering, yes, crouching and low crouching will increase your accuracy. I'm going to pick up all of these just because I want to... I guess just because I want to. Oh, yeah, another guy's shooting at me. I wonder if I can down one of them. I didn't want that. Get that out of here. I said... Alright, I'm gonna try and down one of these guys because I want a full condition Obakan. Must be over there. Or not. Crap, it's too close. Okay, so bleeding killed me there, but that's only because I was bleeding heavily and already had, like, no health. So that's different. Let's see. You know you wanna. I know you wanna. No! Stop running, you bloody ballsack! You foul-smelling anus! You foul... What? Stupid. Is he still there yet? Crap. As you can tell, I'm also very aggressive in this game, so I like to run up on enemies, even though it's not a good idea, as you can see. Okay, I'm gonna try something I've never tried before. One good way, also, to try and down an enemy is to wait. Is to just keep shooting them in, like, the chest and chin area. Like, the upper chest, the neck. The neck is pretty much one of the best places to try and shoot someone if you want to get downings. Down syndromes. And downing, as much as it seemed pretty simple and easy, holy crap, I'm getting brutalized. It's not. Downing was just happening really easily because apparently this weapon is really good for it. Come on, you know you want to do it. Stupid mouse, man. Yes, come back this way. Come on, come on. You'll notice that I'm not shooting him in the head. That's on purpose. Trying to get him in the neck and upper chest. Because, while that's not guaranteed, far from it, it does seem to be one of the better areas to shoot. Holy crap. If I was playing on Novice, he would have died already. There we go. Of course, I'm too fat to move. Might as well unload all these for extra ammo. Now, I'm gonna drop that for a second. This way I can just go ahead and dump all the bad ones. I'll keep that. Ah, I love this gun. The AN-94, that's that 2-round hyperburst gun. The one that's super rare and barely any exist. Unfortunately, yep, barely any exist, apparently. They're expensive to... I mean, okay. Let's all have a real talk right now. Guns aren't actually expensive to make. They're just not. Like, I've seen people try and say, no, AKs are super expensive to make. All that tooling you have to do, it's like, yeah, but you're talking about tooling. If you already have the tooling, it's cheap. That was one of the huge benefits of the AK, is that it was actually cheap to produce. But if you're going to bring in tooling, anything would be expensive then at that point, because tooling is always going to be expensive. But kind of like how... whatever. Nobody cares. Well, actually, you should care, because that's money out of your pocket. Now, we're not going to go into the underground yet, because the underground is one of those areas where if it's between those hours, oh crap, goldfish. That's a rare artifact. Very rare to find one of those just slopped out there. We're going to go ahead and run around this whole zone looking for goodies, because there's a lot of goodies to be had. In fact, there should be this. Oh yeah, what I was going to say earlier is that this this particular area, Agriprom, is one of the most artifact-dense areas in the game. Like, you're gonna find artifacts everywhere, and my back is starting to hurt. I wonder what time it is. I think it's been a while. Ah! I almost died. Let's see, what can I talk about? Anomaly beeping. You heard that beeping. Well, the faster that beeping noise, the closer you are to an anomaly, and the further away you should get. I thought there was a crate. It might be this one. Or not. Maybe that was in a different game. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up all the artifacts we find, because you might wanna do that for one reason or another. If I was playing by myself, I would want to pick them all up just for the sake of picking everything up. You might want to pick them up for the sake of selling them later for money. Money. I'm Mr. Krabs, and I like money. No, that was not supposed to be an impression. I know it didn't sound like him. I thought I saw one over here earlier. So I know on one playthrough I found a goldfish somewhere up here once. That was pretty cool. But my last playthrough I didn't find a goldfish at all. But as you saw, it's not one of the important ones. I mean, I guess you could find use in it if you really wanted, like 5%. 3% bulletproof, that's not that bad either. I should probably switch out my armor. That one I just picked up, that's where I found the goldfish last time. Hey look, a dog. Let's pet it with my bullets. Stoneflower. I love the way they bounce. I also love how you can just see them out in the world. You don't have to, like, have a detector. Some people like the detector thing, and I'll admit, I don't dislike the detector. I think the detector is cool and adds... Ah, crap. This is gonna kill me, right? Yeah. I like the detector. It is cool. But I also like this. Oh, you little bunghole. You butt nugget. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some bread in the middle of an anomaly. This, as you can see, this tunnel is a good area for trash artifacts, although any of these artifacts that you see, they do have a chance to spawn as a goldfish, so do take note of that. And 5k rubles is not an insignificant amount of rubles. Let's go ahead and save. Ah, crap. Okay, you're gonna notice the bleeding. Okay, or not. Gotta admit, getting a little getting a teeny bit frustrated right now. Kinda getting a little pissed off. Ah, boy. Oh yeah. Maybe I should do this more often. Usually I'm a lot better at avoiding anomalies, or at least I used to be. I don't know what happened to that, but as you can see in the bottom right, I've been bleeding heavily for a while now, and I have not died. Bleeding in this game is not very significant, although I am going to take some of these right now because I'm about to enter radiation. Or not. I thought this area was irradiated. Maybe that was in gamma. Yeah, anti-radiation drugs and banditos. Fall damage is pretty extreme in this game, so don't just jump off. Now let's continue our. Oh yeah. So we're not going back underground. We're not going underground yet because that's one of those areas that has the time-sensitive electro anomaly artifacts. So we're hopefully going to waste enough time until it's midnight. That seems like it's going to be a very steep ask. But there is a lot to do on this overworld part, so very possible. Since I'm kind of just like playing for the hell of it and not trying to be comprehensive in my collection of these artifacts, I can't guarantee I'm going to collect every single one. But I'm still going out and looking all around like this just to show you where the general areas to look for these artifacts, because I am checking the right areas. Okay, you little turd. Hey, how's it going? Okay, that is inside an anomaly. I probably don't want to pick that up. There you go. I do believe you can shoot artifacts. Yes, you can. And that does not actually do anything to the artifact. It doesn't damage them or anything. They don't have condition, they can't be damaged. However, I was going to take that Walther pistol and drop it on the ground and shoot it to show you that shooting guns will damage them. Holy crap. Yes, those anti-radiation drugs are very good. Fully removes your radiation, which is good because, as you saw, you can get fully irradiated extremely fast. Maybe I'll demonstrate areas in the garbage later where you can get full radiation instantly. Oh, that pseudo dog got killed by an anomaly. What? There you go. Now he didn't even have anything on him. He wasted my time. Be sure to save often, especially on master difficulty. But even not on master difficulty, you saw how easy it is for me to get myself brutally violated by anomalies. But, you know, who doesn't like a good violating in the zone every once in a while, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm just out here hanging with the boys. It's not weird or anything. Speaking of, isn't it nice that the zone doesn't have any chicks in it? Or at least that was the case in the first 3 games. They unfortunately added females in Stalker 2. Sigh. All I wanted to do was just hang with the boys and do boy stuff. But no, now we got cooties in the zone. That was pretty funny. Sometimes I make myself laugh. If you haven't watched the OOT, Ocarina of Time playthrough, and you think I'm funny, you might enjoy watching that. But if you're watching this and you don't think I'm funny, damn, that sucks. Hey, exploded. If enemies explode like that, they don't drop loot, obviously, because there's nothing to loot, unfortunately. Here, doggy, doggy, doggy. What you want talking about? Stoneflower. Let's see. Wolf's quests. Yes, I checked those Wolf's quests just to show you that I did indeed F them up. Specifically the second one. That's just how it do sometimes. I did try to test this silencer on the Thunder. It didn't go on. I believe that's because that specific silencer I tried was actually a pistol-only silencer. I can't remember if you can put a silencer on the Thunder. I'm pretty sure you can't put a scope on it in this game. Okay, let's see. There should be one over there. I don't see it though. Wait, is that it? That must be it. Should be one around here. I'm not seeing any of the glow. And then there should be one somewhere along this bank. And there's a dude in here. He's related. Oh, there it is. He's related to a quest, so don't kill him. Flushes. One's taking a dip. Wait. Is that? No, just an anomaly. Okay, so this is highly irradiated water. Very unpleasant. That's why we have... Oh, actually, no, the water's not irradiated. It's just... Oh, that's right. The battery. Okay, so this is how you fully... This is how you repair... armor. See, that gives plus 30% resistance to shock. That means, well, you can pile these on. So if I say I have 1, 30, 60, 90, 120, if I get 120%, well, if I get 100% shock resistant, this 100%, that will actually make me immune to electrical damage. Not only that, but for some reason it will cause your armor to be repaired when you stand in electric anomalies. And for some reason, there's supposed to be one over here. Another artifact. I can't find it. I'm just gonna reload. Maybe... Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be an artifact right here. I mean, there was last time I played. Maybe that's what this one was. It fell over here, or wobbled. Sometimes the artifacts can move around and aren't always specifically set in their one exact position, but like can be a small radius. Alright, let's see. There's this one and our Stoneflower. How much are these worth? That's actually pretty good. 1,000's not bad either. You know what? I want to check something real quick. And yeah, you move super slow in water, so you want to be not in it as much as possible.
I hate them.
Okay, so he's got like nothing. So trying to sell him any of these would be a waste. Later on, new loners should spawn in... Okay, can you stop doing that? I hate this map. like new loners should spawn here at some point, so I might be able to get some use out of them. There's also a military dude. They must be fighting, or maybe he's out of position. Yeah, he was out of position and he was rushing to his... Okay, here's one of the artifact box crates. I don't remember which one. Might be this one. I don't remember which one, but one of these is an artifact crate. Come on. Don't make me look like an idiot. There we go. Now, you can get an artifact called a thorn, I believe, and it will actually drain radiation from you. It's a very good artifact, very much worth having. However, in the underground, there is a guaranteed urchin, which is a tier 3 version of a radiation removing artifact. And the tier 3 version, the tier 1 version is 10 radiation per second, and the tier 3 is 30. And it's better just, like, I wouldn't bother trying to, like, sit there for who knows how long, breaking that crate open over and over again to get a thorn just so you can go in the underground and get a urchin. Must have been in the bush. Okay, so we're gonna kill these military dudes. Have you heard me moving around in the bush? What the heck? I don't know if the accuracy is just that bad or something weird was going on. I don't remember this gun being this terrible. What the heck's going on? I do want to use it up some because that theory I had. I mentioned that dropping a gun for a pistol bandit so the pistol bandit could pick it up and use it, and then trying to down the pistol bandit to see if he'll drop the weapon in full condition. I mentioned that didn't work, unfortunately, no matter how I tried it. Well, interestingly, I also mentioned that this is another artifact crate. I also mentioned that I theorized that, well, I would do that for certain weapons that had really low condition, and it would actually regenerate the condition of the weapon to a certain degree. And I theorized that that certain degree coincided with the damage thresholds of items dropped by enemies on average. So I had an idea. Drop a weapon to get it at an enemy's, like, one of the thresholds that an enemy will drop an item. Ooh, a grenade too. Oh yeah. The artifact crates can also drop grenades. And see if I can get the get the weapon repaired to one of those general thresholds, and then drop the item for a different pistol bandit, and then try it again. But remember, to get the general threshold met for dropped item conditions, you don't down him, you just straight up kill him and then pick it up. So I would do that and then try to down another bandit. If any of this sounds really confusing, I'm sorry, it's just extremely difficult to articulate. Not that it's easy for me to articulate in general, because I seem to have a problem with that. I think there's something in here. No, maybe not. Can you even get in here? I don't remember. There might be a little ammo box underneath that thing. Once I get, oh wow, oh I'm fat. Once I get to, do I have any more? No. Once I get to the point where I'm going into the underground, that's when I'm going to save and end this. End it. Finally. Put an end to this suffering. Okay, so this area is extremely irradiated, very deadly. That's not good. Those are... Alright. So, this really sucks. There's only one Night Star. And you can't get past this fence without some sort of exploiting. Like, you just can't. However, there is one trick that I can show you. It's going to be difficult to do, but those artifacts that are all the way back there, probably not even going to be able to get them. Ah, crap. It's bouncing the wrong way. Okay. Let's think. Now, normally the idea would be I would get it to bounce toward me. Well, unfortunately... Oh, great. Now it's doing that. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's try this. I might be able to... Not far enough. Oh, I'm drunk. Not far enough. Yeah, I can't see anything. Oh, it's coming towards me. I got drain. It was coming towards me, right? Yep, it is. So I was able to knock it loose to where it started bouncing toward me. Now you might be wondering, why is it bouncing now and not earlier? Well, that's simply because it won't start bouncing until you get to a certain point. As you can see, it's still going to be hard to pick up. Basically, what I'm doing at this point is just spamming the ever-loving crap out of the F key. There we go. Night Star attained. Now, thankfully, those other two aren't, like, important. Like, if I'd never get those, so be it, whatever. It sucks, because I would like to have every single one of them. But unfortunately, sometimes not everything is feasible. I will say, though, the time where I got 3 soul artifacts in this area, I also got all the artifacts within this fence, so I was able to get them all. Now, there are ways to push yourself out there. Like, if you are right up at this section right there, you could theoretically push yourself in using a grenade. I've never tried it myself. All I've heard is, I've only heard of it, so I can't guarantee it will work or how feasible that actually is, especially considering grenades hurt and you're going to be in the middle of radiation. But it's worth a shot if you really want those. But if I was doing like a perfect playthrough type scenario, even in this situation, I wouldn't even bother. I would just leave them there. And I actually probably would just reload, like made a new game, because at that point, like, I think like no Night Star and everything's screwed out of my Reach? Yeah, nah. Just gonna make a new game. That's why you could check here and then check here. I actually forgot to mention that here. When I would make a new game, I would immediately save and then just sprint all the way here and check, and then I would sprint all the way here and check. And if everything looked good both ways, I would say that's a good enough file for me. Now, do you need 3 souls? Hell no, you don't. You don't. You don't need them at all. They can be very helpful, but if you're not careful, they can also be very detrimental. But if you're playing on the easiest difficulty and you don't want to use medkits, hell yeah. Because you are incredibly difficult to kill on the easier difficulties, even if you're wearing no armor and you're wearing like 5 of these with all of these minuses. Like, you can actually get away with a lot of damage. Some people, well, like I said, that difficulty myth is just that. It's a myth. It's not real. It was never a thing. It was sadly a trick by, I don't know who the hell even came up with that garbage. Now, if you're careful enough, you can actually get in and out without alerting the guards. It's difficult. I've never actually tried it myself because I never really cared much to try it. But this is how you do it. Now you have to be careful because there are people in this building. And the best way to get around not encountering them is basically to know where they all are. Usually they're over there, I think. I think this side is typically harmless. You know what? I think this... Oop. Did I get seen? I'm gonna actually try and do this a little stealthily. I'm gonna kill them all anyway. Ah, that's right. I'm not gonna reload, folks. Actually, you know what? I have an interesting... Oops, did not... Yes, it does. Probably because it's a pistol caliber. Now, you might have noticed something. I don't think I really aggroed a lot of people. No, I didn't. That guy's not even aware. And that alarm actually went off. Ooh, it went off again. That's interesting. This is the first time I'd actually... Well, not the first time. But the first time in a really long time I ever tried to do stealthy moves here. And if you're wondering, yes, that alarm can be shut off too. Okay then. And we're gonna go ahead and shut it off immediately. Even if you shut it off, that doesn't mean like the alert is over. It just means the alarm is now dead and you never have to listen to that garbage again. I'm so sorry I didn't destroy the one at the checkpoint sooner. I wonder if the corpse is still here or fell through the ground. Looks like it fell through the ground. Oop. We got a little buddy. Ooh, he doesn't know I'm here. Oh crap, he's running away. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Want to see if I can get up behind him. He might have actually gone all the way downstairs. Or, if I'm unlucky, he went upstairs and now I'm gonna probably get shot in the back at some point because I forgot about him. This place has some good loot, I think. So I mentioned that army checkpoint in the cordon will actually have military repopulate it. And they'll come from the entrance from garbage to repopulate it. Similar thing happens here with these guys, except they'll come from this entrance. And they'll slowly work their way here. The amount of guards that come are just not as much as what you have to clear out in the first place. But as you can see, you really don't have to do much clearing out. And here's another little box so you can store some stuff. So I'm going to put some stuff in here just to lighten my load. I think I'll keep... Okay, I'm going to do some... Nah, I'll keep it. There we go.
Marked one. I told Barkeep about you. He should talk to duty guys to let you through. I suggest you go see him fast.
And we will be seeing Barkeep soon. Oh, look at that. And for the sake of happy fun times, we will be killing the rest of the people here. I feel like I'm missing a lot. I feel like, isn't there supposed to be like 15 dudes throughout this whole complex? I feel like I've killed like next to nobody. Okay, so that's interesting. The body didn't... The body's just gone. What? Oh, he is shooting at me. This must be the commander. Usually I don't use health kits, but this is a situation that calls. And I'm actually going to go ahead and... Now just leave it. So yeah, that I think... The commander. I should be more careful, especially when I know that there are still dudes around. Okay, there should be a dude up in that watchtower. Still gonna collect some 9x18. Holy crap, this is the least amount of 9x18. I've never had trouble with 9x18 before. Now I'm like not swimming in it like I usually am. But as you can see, even on the hardest difficulty, there are ways to make this not so bad. There's four... There's one watchtower there, one over there, and one there. There might be one over there, but if there is, there's no one in it, because there's only 3 guards. There's only 3 watchtower guards, so if there are 4 watchtowers, there's that. Doesn't seem like I killed enough people, though. I'm not gonna go up there to loot their shit. They can keep it. Okay, here we go. I knew there was like not enough enemies. Are they not aware of me yet? No, they're aware. They just don't know where I am. Let's see if I can down him. Nope. Okay, there's one more dude. I don't know if he's dead or down. Probably not. Well, obviously he's not dead. You got anything? Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, not bad. One thing I have noticed is that I've been significantly less funny and jokey in this, mainly because I guess I have a lot more information to relay, so there's not as much room for jokes. That's assuming that the jokes are funny in the first place, because if they're not funny, then they're totally not jokes at all, and they're just random commentary that is just shut up. Okay, let's see. We got something here. Get more ammo, could use that. I think this is a stash location. Sometimes you can find goodies in interesting areas. I'm not sure if any goodies are actually hidden in areas like this here. But I know you can find some in, what do you call it? Call of Pripyat. Okay, so I noticed that we have like another 12 in-game hours before midnight. So what I'm gonna do is, once I finish up outside, I'm going to go to the underground entrance. In fact, there's another underground entrance right here. Okay, these crates can have stuff in them. Or not all 4 of them, but you notice I didn't get anything out of any of these crates. At least 1, guaranteed. At least 2, I'm pretty damn sure, will drop something. If not 2, definitely 1. But, an extra little caveat, I actually think 3 of those boxes can drop something, but the drop rates are so poor that that'll happen. So don't be afraid to save scum in between each separate box. And we're actually coming up on an area that has crates that drop more stuff. So I'm actually going to save and load to demonstrate. Because there's one thing I've always disliked when people make videos is they'll tell you about something, but they won't show you. And I'm definitely going to be guilty of that. There's definitely going to be instances where I'm sure I forgot to show something. That's one of the crates that can drop something. I'm just checking to see. At least I'm sure this is one of the crates. If this is not one of the crates, and then how embarrassing. Pretty sure this crate has something in it. If this isn't one of them, then I can guarantee another one that does, though. Oh, there you go, some ammo. Now, what drops out of these crates? It's pretty much usually just ammo, I think. But you can get, like, grenades. You're not gonna get guns. And you're not gonna get artifacts out of just crates that'll drop ammo like that. Only one of those crates drops something. But I'm pretty sure 2 or 3 of them can drop something. Maybe even all 4. Wow, that guy hit me from this distance. Impressed. I think there's another guy. Yep. Yeah. I think one of the most important bits of advice I can give someone playing this game for the first time is don't be afraid to close the distance. I think these are military guys who have just respawned. Give me your stuff. Give me your shit. So how often do you guys take a shit? For me, once every 3 or 4 days, maybe 5, 6. Sometime. My record is... Okay, my recorded record is 17 days without taking a dump. And I'm not saying holding it in and being awkward about it, because I really don't think you can hold a I don't think it'd be possible to just hold it in for friggin' 2 weeks. You're gonna, like if you're actively holding it in, eventually it's gonna just, like, shoot out of your ass on its own. But, yeah, that whole time, no discomfort at all. It was a magnificent 2 weeks, man, I'll tell you. Okay, so we have... Uh-oh. Military are here. Wait a minute. I thought... Oh, okay. I remember now. 2 to 3 new military guys will actually show up here later. I don't think more will ever come. But I guess it's possible. Great. Okay, do I have... I'm gonna go ahead and... Wait, where are my meat chunks? Didn't I have 3? I must have sold them. That's dumb. I didn't mean to. It's very radioactive down here. Hey boy. Let's see. There should be crates back here. Yep. I'm pretty sure at least one of these drops something. I'll reload a few times just to check. I'm doing the hard work for you, you know. That's why you should sing my praises. I think this might have already become a longer video than the first one. So what I might actually do is... Actually, you know what? I think maybe these boxes don't have anything in them. What I might actually do is... Man. I'll do one more. But yeah, if you ever want to check to see if a crate can ever drop something, just keep doing this over and over and over again. And if it can drop something, it will eventually drop something. Whether or not you deem that worth it. Oh, come on, man. I'm getting freaking screwed on these ammo boxes. Usually, like last time I played, like nearly every single one of them drops stuff for me. This time I'm getting nothing. Unfortunately, these are almost always empty in every area. Ooh, stash box. Okay, that one typically falls through the floor, so that's probably below us right now. If it drops something. This one... What the hell? Oh my god, I'm getting screwed. What is this? Holy crap. Dude, I'm going crazy. I feel like I'm going nuts. Pretty sure that has something in it. Alright, and then there was one more area I want to check. What's the time? Oh, man. Yeah, so as soon as I'm ready, I'm going to go over there, go inside, and just, well, not go inside, but stand outside, save my game, end the recording, and then come back, starting the recording back up when it's time to enter. But I won't be doing anything off the recording, so you don't have to worry about, like, me, like, man, I'm saying like a lot, that is not good. Like, totally, like, gag me off a phone, grody to the max. No, you said, I'll beat you to death with a fork. I was gonna say spoon, that would have sounded better, so I'm embarrassed. How much? I'm not doing great on ammo. Alright, I'm gonna start dumping stuff now, so I can actually... Wow, I keep moving over to the left for some reason, that's interesting. Has that ever happened before? What the heck is going on? That's weak. Okay, well, it stopped. Maybe I'm up against that ledge and I can't move any further. Oh, those don't weigh much at all. That's awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna dump that. Dump these. I'm gonna keep wearing this for now, and I'm gonna put this on after the underground. Oh, I did pick up a pseudo dog tail. That's pretty sweet. I think that's a good question. Would this actually benefit? What the heck did I just put away that I didn't want to put away? Oh, here are gonna be chunks. I'll keep those. I put away something I didn't want to put away. Was it these? I guess I don't really need to hold on to these when I have like a million of these. Crap, 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 crap. Crappity crap, crap. Oh, okay, that's what I did. Is that what I did? I don't know. I'm going nuts. Okay, let's see. 15s and 10s. Wow. Even at half, even less than half, it's still better. I'm trying to think. I'm going to go ahead and put away most of this. I should be fine, because there will be ample opportunities to retrieve more. I might actually... Yeah, I'll just keep it like that. It should be fine. And if it's not fine, I can just reload and you'll know none the difference. It makes no difference. He deserved to die. They all deserve to die. Love that game. Might play that one too. I haven't played it in forever. I remember I used to play multiplayer with that same friend that I played Mortal Kombat with. We used to play Fear multiplayer all the time, and it was just the grandest time. And I remember I got, like, somebody accused me of host advantage because I was just beating everyone to death so brutally. And the funny part is that I wasn't even the host. Okay, so what's gonna happen now is I'm going to save, and next we meet, it'll be midnight in game, and then we'll go in. I appreciate you staying with me. I hope you enjoyed this, and please, thank you, come again.